Hello everyone and welcome to the first bonus episode of Parks and Pals Inside the Gates.
Yes, so what we're going to be bringing you every single week from now on is a shorter, sweeter episode that brings you a roundup of all of this week's updates when it comes to the parks and basically anything happening around Disney, Universal, UK theme parks, everything.
Yeah, and also include you guys in the episode as well with your fun facts, stories, questions, anything you really want to throw our way. We're going to put it in.
I mean, basically put it this way. This is going to be where you get all your news and updates. If you want to find out what's happening in our lives and our updates, listen to the Tuesday episode.
Yeah.
But we thought this was our opportunity to kind of give back to you guys for everything that you've done for us. And, you always ask for more things. So we thought we'd give you some more.
And this is not an update on how I am or how Stephen is. That's what we're saying. So there's going to be no polite formalities of how are you. It's just going to be into it.
Put it this way, we're great, we're excited, we're just going to jump in with loads of updates and things that are exciting coming to the theme parks.
And if it's your first time here, thank you for joining us, welcome. And if you've been there for a while, happy first bonus episode to you.
Happy bonus. I will just preface this episode by saying that this is not the only surprise that we have for you.
No.
I think you'll find that if you follow us throughout the month of August, we have
and September
a whole host of surprises coming your way. So this is our first little sneaky peek of everything that's happening. So first thing that I want to talk about is actually Test Track 3.0 has officially opened.
It has.
And do we know anyone that's been on the ride?
Our friend Dylan, he's been on the ride.
And what was his feedback?
It wasn't much different to how it was before. I think from what I've seen, it does look a bit more updated in terms of the visual effects. The ride itself is pretty much the exact same. That's kind of it.
Okay. So, because this is the thing, is I think a lot of people were expecting, are they going to do big dramatic changes? It's been closed for nearly a year. And I think that is not always the case. I think there's a lot that goes on in terms of maintenance. Like, I'd be tempted to see how much smoother it is, or if anything has changed in terms of the smoothness of the ride, because I'm thinking the exact same thing when it comes to Big Thunder Mountain as well. Like, has much actually changed? I don't really know, but I'll be honest, like, an update is always something that is quite exciting.
If you've been on it, let us know your thoughts. We'd love to know.
We would love to know, but I think perhaps this for me is the most exciting / kind of came out of nowhere update. Animation Courtyard.
Oh, yes.
What is happening with Animation Courtyard?
Oh, my goodness, so excited. So in case you don't know, Launch Bay is not launching much longer. It's going.
Launch Bay no more.
No, and the Disney Junior live on stage will also be changing to a newer show. Little Mermaid has just reopened, so that will be staying there as it is, but they're bringing more characters in and kind of bringing the hat back, but the same hat as it is in the studios in California, not the big hat
not the big one you can walk underneath with the hands.
That was demolished years ago.
I think one of the things that I've observed from this, I like the fact that they're putting a little bit more love into, if it's Animation Courtyard, obviously give us the story of animation, which is one of the shows that they're going to be bringing to us ultimately. But I think the other thing that we need to be really, really aware of is the fact that they're saying there's going to be lots of characters meeting. I don't know what sort of characters they're going to be bringing. What would you like to speculate?
I would like to speculate Baymax.
Okay.
He was quite prominent in the poster, but also you can't meet him in Orlando anymore. He was there for a while.
Which is strange, considering how popular Baymax is.
So I think they'll bring Baymax over.
Any other guesses?
Oh my goodness. Maybe some more obscure sort of characters, like Baymax.
all I'm hearing is Baymax at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it too much, but I think it's been more of your not face characters, in my personal opinion.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen to all of the characters that were at Launch Bay, though?
They may become roaming characters in Galaxy's Edge.
That would be cool.
I mean, you've got Darth Vader. You've got Chewie. I mean, he already walks around sometimes
Chewie
anyway.
already wanders.
It's just BB-8, which I reckon that may either find a new home or BB-8 no more.
I was about to say ET phone home, and I was like, that's completely the
BB-8 is what I'm saying.
Completely the wrong update. But again, I think there's lots of changes that are kind of... We've obviously spoken about long-term changes that are happening across the Disney World parks. I think this is one that wasn't planned for, so I think that's why it's taken us aback a little bit. But again, I would probably argue maybe a welcome change. seeing as the whole area seems a little bit tired.
But I think Launch Bay itself as a building will be staying. They're just going to redesign it for the Animation Courtyard. So I think the theatre where they show the Star Wars film is going to be basically a theatre where they show the history of Disney animation.
Yeah.
And then the character meets will be in the stations as they were for Launch Bay, which will be really interesting to see that side of it. But I can see how it will be quite an easy change in the form of the layout. It's just going to be the decor that needs to change.
Yeah. I think, ultimately there's not a lot that is going to change about everything. It's just going to be the contents, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But a big change that has happened is, of course, Disney Starlight has officially launched. And when we say this looks like a much needed upgrade to the parade scene in Orlando, it looks spectacular.
Yes.
It looks spectromagic. It looks exactly what a nighttime parade should be.
Now, I've seen clips. I haven't listened to clips. I haven't heard the music
I've
yet.
only seen photos. So what have you seen?
I had a little hint of music at one point. It was giving Spectromagic kind of vibes. I have seen the majority of the floats, but not in a full, watch the whole parade, just glimpses. You said you love Elsa's float. Obviously a big Elsa fan.
I think the Elsa one is phenomenal. But then again, the more floats that I see, the more impressed I become of this whole thing.
I think the Moana one is one of my favourites.
Yes.
And I think it's quite similar to the one they do in Magic Happens, just on... it's just slightly different, but it's similar.
But I also think that this works absolutely perfect because, let's face it, when you go to Magic Kingdom, ultimately you are surrounded and fighting for quite a long period of time to get a spot for Happily Ever After. Now, Happily Ever After is still going to exist kind of between a sort of sandwich of this particular show. So this is showing at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Yes.
So I think that just incentivizes more people to stay at the park until the end. Or what were you going to say?
I read a post from All Ears on Instagram, and they were saying that the earlier show time is quite good for families, people wanting to watch the fireworks and get out, but the 11 p.m. one is better for people that are wanting to stay in the park quite late, because it's after closing time of the park. So it means that you're going to use all that time before the fireworks to still ride the rides. And if you're not worried about seeing Happy Ever After again from the front of from Main Street, you can just ride rides during the fireworks and then get somewhere for that parade.
I was going to say, because we've mentioned how productive that sort of time period can be in the kind of half an hour lead up to Happily Ever After, alongside sort of the last 15 minutes afterwards.
But then knowing how busy the park is when it's kicking out time after Happily Ever After, I'm really intrigued to see how they clear Main Street that quickly to get the next parade on its route.
Yeah, I think it's honestly, we're yet to obviously see it face to face. We're not out there right now, but this is really, really exciting. And I think this whole format of episode, by the way, has got me really excited, because normally we spend so long waiting to do little updates here and there scattered throughout our episodes, but obviously with this we kind of got more
feel like
time.
We're also going bam bam bam
we
bam
are.
bam facts.
You're probably not used to us going at this pace, so again, if you want something a little bit slower, then
we're not used to going at this pace as well.
We're we're not dawdling. This is great. Speaking of dawdling, we are dawdling. I think another announcement, flipping over to sort of Universal, that was quite interesting this week, is the fact that they are launching a show as part of Halloween Horror Nights. Now, that is not to say that Nightmare Fuel is not there, because Nightmare Fuel was officially confirmed this week as well. But they are doing, and I need to get the name here, Hauntophonic, which is a ghoulish journey, which is, I think they're kind of jumping on that bandwagon of actually it was semi-successful, them doing a nighttime show, actually starting to bring back some parades and some more alternative entertainment for Universal. Again, I don't know how popular that show is necessarily going to be when you have all of the mazes that have been announced as well.
But it's quite a good show where it's on the water, so you don't need to necessarily stop for it or get there early. From the sounds of it, it sounds like it's going to be the kind of thing that's all horror film music, which I'm so here for. I think that's going to be incredible. And obviously they have had lots of house announcements on what's happening at Halloween Horror Nights, but we are going to have our good friend Liam back on the show soon to go through all the houses, because he is our Halloween Horror Nights go-to guide.
That, and we're also ridiculously excited to actually be going to Halloween Horror Nights this year, which we haven't been able to do for the past couple of years.
And we haven't mentioned, I don't think, on the podcast.
Which I don't think we have. Surprise!
Spoiler!
We're going to Halloween Horror Nights. We're back out there. Surprise! So yeah, obviously that is that is exciting for us as well. We're not going to go through all of the Halloween Horror Nights houses, but they are all available to see on the official page and also on the website. I think, in short, what I'm really looking forward to is the fact that there is a really good mix of the classic kind of original houses. No kind of classic monsters, which we were quite surprised at. But then again, with the launch of Epic Universe, that's to be understood. But I think there's also some big name franchises that I think loads of us have been really excited to sort of be terrified by with the Terrifier.
Yeah, I am pretty scared.
What else have you got on the list, Chloe?
Oh, well, we can go over to my ones if that's,
Well,
if
let's
that's all
hop on
right. Yeah,
over.
sure. So I was going to quickly mention, because I saw this and I thought it said Grand Floridian and I got really excited. But it's actually the Grand Californian Hotel in Disneyland. They are going to be doing a brand new dinner, which is a Christmas dinner at Storytellers Cafe, and it's going to have Mickey, Minnie, Scrooge McDuck, Goofy, Clarabelle, and maybe some more, all dressed in their costumes from the animated Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I love it already.
So I saw somebody, because you've got Goofy is
he's
ghost,
Marley's ghost.
Marley's ghost, and he
Yeah.
looks insane. And I thought that's amazing. So that sounds really good. It's going to be this year from November to January, I believe. And then that is a dinner one. And in the day for a sort of breakfast and lunch, you've got Daisy's holiday pajama party, which is again Daisy, Minnie, I want to say Chip and Dale and Pluto in their holiday pajamas.
That
Which
sounds so
wonderful.
much fun.
Yeah,
so
it sounds
much
really
fun.
good.
And actually, I think there's loads of good stuff that is currently happening across the pond. I mean, we've recently had Chloe on, and we've discussed, not this Chloe,
I got a bit confused.
another Chloe. We've had Chloe on discussing sort of everything that's been happening for Disneyland and the 70th anniversary. So if you haven't checked out that episode, please do, because there's so much original stuff happening there. The other thing that I will say, and I think this is one thing that California will always have over Orlando, is the character meets and how quick they are to sort of update them. Because obviously, as of recording this episode, Fantastic Four has been released, and they are already meeting in the parks.
Crazy.
Which is a crazy little turnaround. And actually, I think that's another one that, you know, for a lot of you comic book fans, for being able to do that around Avengers Campus, I think is so wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
And it's also Disneyland California's 70th anniversary at the moment. So that is exciting because the Jonas Brothers released a song and we listened to it the other day and it was a bop.
Yeah, Jonas Brothers are releasing bops at the moment.
They've always been releasing bops. Name me a time they didn't release bops.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm hot. You're cold. Right. Anyway, you also wanted to mention a little thing from this side of the pond.
Yes, from this side of the pond. I thought it's going to be a good thing to sort of bring over some UK theme parks to this side of the podcast, and maybe to the main side of the podcast as well.
Very
in the
true.
lead up to more exciting things happening over here in the UK. But Merlin have announced that they are going to be opening a Paw Patrol land in Chessington.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Thorpe Park then, and that instantly made me go, well, that doesn't fit with the aesthetic. But then again, I'm not sure what the Thorpe Park aesthetic is.
But then I also think Paw Patrol fits better into Alton Towers than Chessington in a way. Like the colours, I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'd go more Chessington because Chessington...
The animals.
Well, and the age range.
Yes. But I think Merlin are really trying to step into those sort of branding things. Like the Alton Towers Hotel's got the Oreo bedrooms.
What?
And then you've got the Jumanji bedrooms.
Oreo bedrooms?
Yeah.
There's a bed made of Oreos?
It's a giant Oreo. Have you not seen it?
I have not, but you know that this is going to be something
Mm-hmm.
that I instantly search for.
Chessington have got the Jumanji rooms.
Okay.
I want to say Alton Towers have also got Bluey rooms, but that could fact check me on that one. But they're definitely leaning into branding and going with buying these big brands and creating lands on them.
But then again, not necessarily like massive global brands, I suppose. I think it's more of a like, what can you do with the kind of popular IPs? Like we've always spoken about it with like Disney and Universal. Ultimately, they haven't really got to compete about acquiring anything. I mean, I obviously know that they acquired, you know, Avatar. I obviously know that they acquired Star Wars and Marvel and everything like that. But ultimately, like the British theme parks really have to kind of get hold of these, you know, these franchises. Otherwise, Otherwise, you have to come up with the original concepts. And as we've discussed
I'm hoping
before,
they're going to announce some form of Fright Nights update next week. Is what I'm hoping
Okay,
for.
wonderful.
That's what I hopefully will be telling you guys about next week.
Okay, and then so how we want to kind of end these episodes is we actually want to reach out a hand to you.
Yes.
So
Join us.
We want to kind of give back in ways that we haven't been able to give back before, because when
you
we
have
do,
used that term all week. I just want to say.
I know.
Heard you say that.
But it is like this is ultimately like a little fan service. Like we wanted to, I don't know, we wanted to do like a mailing list. We wanted to just keep people informed, and actually we really enjoy doing the podcast element. So this was kind of the way that we do that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we keep thinking about at the moment is we want to spend the sort of last 5, maybe 10 minutes of these types of episodes sharing stories from you guys, you giving us fun facts, you giving us like little quiz questions, whatever it may be, whatever you feel like you want to contribute. On a weekly basis, there will be a poll on the Instagram for you to contribute and basically be part of the Parks and Pals, because let's face it, Parks and Pals is nothing without you guys, without the pals.
The pals. So, you are the pals.
You are the pals. You are the magic.
So this was quite difficult because we didn't announce the bonus episode until...
Surprise!
And so I had to find a way to get an answer for something before saying what was happening. So I popped on the story saying, give me your fun theme park facts.
Go for it.
I've got a few. Actually, there was one fact that 2 people posted, which was Gigi's 20 and Roxy Roo. Both said it would take 81 years to stay in every single room at Walt Disney World resorts.
81 years?
But also, that's just going to keep growing and growing.
I've still got time.
But that's going to keep growing and growing as they bring out the new hotels. So it's going to be almost impossible for someone to stay in every single room in Disney World in their life.
Well, with average life expectancy going up the way it is, I think it's still possible.
That is insane. And then Vanessa Faye Scales did say, she said, please fact check me though, she said. So
that's fine.
I haven't fact checked.
Guys, we have to fact check ourselves.
I haven't fact checked
so don't
this,
worry
but
about
it sounds pretty cool, saying when Animal Kingdom was built, some trees were flown in and were 40 years old. One tree cost over $100,000.
$100,000 for a tree?
Was it the tree of life?
It must have been the tree of life. It had to be. Where else are you going to find a tree that big?
Adventure with Rob, he said that the front of the Mummy ride has a very naughty hidden detail. No, I did have to message because I went,
How
want
naughty?
a bit of
we
context.
Are
this is
a PG podcast.
Yeah, so I'm not going to describe the image, but it is something of male nature. And
okay.
It's meant, and he said it was a reference to the big King Kong, and that's all I'm going to say. Stephen, I will show you that afterwards.
We are riddled with innuendos already. Thank you for bringing down the tone, Rob.
Pink Lady 126 said characters can't let go until the child does. Not sure if it applies to adults too. True in some circumstances.
Yes.
Like if this kid is like pushing them to the ground, they're gonna let go. But it's more in general, like why would you want to break up that hug? I think it's just a general magic moment where they are, if they want to let go, I'm pretty sure that they could stop hugging. But it's more like why they can feel the magic, feel the connection.
Yeah, it's the moment and savouring that.
But I do love witnessing that. Dave 1998.99 said they're amazing? ?
Who,
True.
we?
No, the parks, just theme parks.
I thought you were talking about us. Whoops. My bad.
Fiona said Magic Kingdom has a cast member Subway restaurant just for them. True. I have been there and I have eaten there. They also have one in Epcot in Hollywood.
Can I ask you a quick question about that?
Yeah.
Is it the same price as everywhere else, or is it somewhat discounted?
It's so cheap.
Is it?
It's so cheap. You know, like...
How much is a foot long?
You know, like... I can't remember.
Well,
but
that's
you know,
no good.
like I can tell you how much a large Coke is, and we're talking like cinema large.
What's a cinema large Coke America style?
Like $1.99.
That's beautiful.
Backstage.
That makes me think that I'm getting a sub and
I mean, this
a
was
massive
5 years
drink
ago.
for like, what, $5-6? Somebody fact check me.
I'm pretty sure Animal Kingdom's got one as well. I'm pretty sure they've all got one at...
Oh, okay.
But the one, Subway...
Doesn't Universal also have... No, they have a Starbucks. Yes, they do.
The Magic Kingdom one... it's right at the back of the park, so kind of where Enchanted Tales of Belle is.
Gotcha.
If you're looking at, it's like back there to the left underground.
Okay.
Is where Subway is.
Sure.
In case you're wondering. And then Nickya_98 said M&D's is the only theme park in Scotland. Free entry, and you only pay to ride the ride you want to. Is that the Shrek one that I've seen?
Oh, I have no idea.
Scary Shrek statue.
I'm gonna have to have a look up. Have a look at cheeky symbols and look at this particular theme park.
Yes. So next week I'm hoping to have a few more different things to talk about from you guys. But this week it was just Give me something to put on here.
Give us something. Listen for
And
your
there you
names.
go.
If you want the shout outs, then this is the way that you do it. So this is kind of the end of our little roundup. Okay, we're going to bring you all of the latest updates in terms of absolutely everything from Disney, Universal, UK, theme parks worldwide, and basically anything that has tickled our fancy. So thank you very much for joining us.
Your facts and stories.
Including you, of course. So we will see you next Saturday for another update.
Bye.
Bye.
We can cry when it's over.